think you hear a lot of different things from a lot of different people, whether it be people who are involved in the arts community, people who are involved in planning, people who are critics, and you hear anything from, oh, this is going to be an arts ghetto, to this is going to be the new revitalization of downtown, walkable district, and things like that. So from your guys' perspective, and from maybe even personally, I mean, what's the end goal? What is this going to look like in 10 years in terms?
The short answer, to some extent, is that, like when you're talking about all the other various opinions, the answer is yes. It's all of the above. And that's the interesting thing about a performing arts center, is that, and this is what differentiates a performing arts center from an opera house or a theater, and what differentiates a performing arts center from individual arts organizations. And I'll just back up a little bit so you understand why I'm taking that approach. Arts organizations exist and are created to advance a specific art form. So we create an opera company because its job is to promote opera. We create a sculpture museum because the Nasher's job is to advance, promote, connect with the community through that particular art form. Performing arts centers sort of come from the outside in. We start with, what are these large, how does the community benefit from culture, and what are the many ways that we can take advantage of the buildings that we're building, the human capital we're assembling, the infrastructure that we're putting together to make all of these good things happen. So that's why the answer is all of the above. It's not one or the other. So yes, we will provide a really first-rate home for resident companies, the ballet, Dallas Black Dance Theater, the opera, Dallas Theater Center. We will also provide a home for many, many other organizations that will be using those buildings. That it's important, although we call it the Opera House, opera is not the exclusive use in that building. And there are going to be Broadway shows there. There are jazz concerts, as you've seen already scheduled. There are great lectures there. There's going to be Titus and the whole series of dance, and many, many more things. I mean, we haven't even opened yet, and you look at what we've got.
Right.
I mean, wait 3 or 4 years, and if you were sitting on the phone calls that we're getting, we have producers and agents from literally around the world saying, I want to be in these buildings. And it's not just for, quote, the typical art stuff, but it's we look at where culture is going in terms of mixed media. It's other media that want to be in these buildings as well. It will be something that helps to revitalize downtown, because that's a park. It's the largest urban park in the city, and so there are going to be people here that work in buildings like this that will go over there for lunch that might not ever set foot inside for a show. Mm-hmm. I mean, there could be people that say, I don't enjoy the arts at all, but boy, this is a great place to hang out, have a nice lunch, and open my laptop, use the Wi-Fi, whatever. And what we've done is we've changed how downtown feels. When the connection with that and the deck park, I mean, now suddenly you've got this huge park right in the middle of downtown, links directly to uptown. So there are going to be merchants around the area that look at this and go, I could care less about the arts, but boy, it's good for my business, so it's going to be good for that. To the extent that when the Convention and Visitors Bureau is trying to attract conventions, and now people, instead of leaving on a Friday afternoon, decide, I'm going to bring my spouse with me to the convention because there's lots of stuff for them to do. And now instead of leaving on Friday afternoon, maybe those people stay Friday night and go out for dinner, and maybe even stay Saturday night. Now we've added dollars to the economy, to the extent that that we're attracting attention from around the world. I mean, you listen to Maria's list of media contacts, literally worldwide. It puts Dallas on the map. So I mean, all of these things, it's not one or the other. And the benefits, the trick for us is that how do we relate to each one of these entities individually? Because the people, for example, that really care about having a good home for performances, it's not on their agenda to worry about tourism, and that's okay. Conversely, the people maybe that are doing the conventions really don't care that much about what particular show the conventioneers go to, as long as, when Mary Kay's in town, there's something. And so our job is it's the blind man and the elephant, that if you're feeling that elephant and it feels like a wall, you're right, it is a wall. And then we go to the next person and they're grabbing the leg and they think it's a trunk, a tree, and yeah, it looks like a tree. And so that's the answer is, yeah, it provides all of those benefits to all of these people, the people that are trying to, for economic development and trying to relocate businesses here. This becomes a key component. Just last night I was talking with a business leader, and they phrased it something that now this gives us the opportunity to appear to some people that we are really a real city with a real urban center. We're not just, a sprawling collection of businesses and suburbs and stuff. And, that we're that also. So all of that plays into it.